Have you ever been unfair in your treatment to others? The dictionary defines fairness as an impartial and just treatment or behavior without favoritism or discrimination. People are often biased against others outside of their own social group, showing prejudice, which is emotional bias, stereotypes, cognitive bias, and discrimination, behavioral bias. But God says, He has showed us, O man, what is good and what He requires of us to do justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with our God. Micah 6:8. For with God there is no respect of persons. In other words, God does not show partiality. Romans 2:11. So when we interact with others, sometimes we treat people differently because of their education, because of their social status, because of who they are. But God is saying to us, He wants us to be fair because He treats us equally. God does not regard us because of who we are. He regards us because of His love towards us, the price He would have paid for us. So He wants us to do likewise to other people. So when we are dealing with others, regardless of who they are, God is expecting us to be fair. As the old adage goes, it's not always right to be right, but it's always right to be fair. God wants us to be fair, one, because He recognizes that we are His children by creation and by adoption. So therefore, He wants us to treat people the way He treats us. When people would have wronged us, He wants us to quickly forgive them. Now that is easier said than done because sometimes it depends on the depth of the injury. It takes a longer time for us to roll over. But God is saying to us, be fair. Because when you wrong me as an individual and you come asking me to forgive you, I forgive you immediately. Because I said in 1 John 1:9, if you confess your sins, I'm faithful and just to forgive you and cleanse you from all unrighteousness. There's nowhere in that text that He says, give me some time and I will forgive you. So He wants us to be fair in our treatment with individuals when they wrong us. How about when individuals promise to do something for us and they renege on their promise? How do we deal with them? Sometimes we are tempted to treat them differently because of what they would have done. But how often we would have broken our promises with God? How did God treat us when we would have done that? Today, I want to emphasize fairness, regardless of the depths of whatever would have happened to us by others. Let's remember also that we too wrong individuals, we too hurt individuals, we sometimes are unfair in our dealings with each other. And God is asking us today, do not show partiality. Because in another instance, there are individuals, when they wrong us, we are quick to forgive and we are quick to just let it slide. God doesn't want that kind of behavior among His children. He wants us to be fair. He wants us to be just. As He reminds us in Micah, He has showed us what He wants us to do: to love mercy, to be just, and to walk humbly with Him. If we are going to be fair to one individual, we should be fair to all. We cannot do that on our own strength, but as we ask God to help us, He is going to teach us how to be impartial. He's going to teach us how to be like Him. He is going to teach us to be fair. May God help you and I today to be fair in all our dealings. Have an awesome day.